Hello again, Monica from Food Dishes. Following up on our keto pastry recipe that we did earlier, I am going to show you how to make some sausage rolls. So this has been resting in the fridge. You'll also need an egg yolk. Don't waste the egg white, save that. You can put it in a little bag and freeze it and use it to make meringues later, or for anything else that requires egg whites. And then I'm using Heck sausages, but I'm only going to use half today. This quantity of pastry, you could use all of these sausages, and that would make you 16 to 18 sausage rolls, depending on how big you cut them. We use Heck because they're really low in carbs. It's 97% meat, which is great. And then per 100 grams, it is 1.2 grams of carbs. So they're a really good choice. I'm not quite sure of all the other brands that are good in terms of low carbs. I think Marks and Spencer's are quite good, or you can go to Waitrose, and I think they've got a really good sausage meat that's fairly low in carbs, but by far the best in my mind are the Heck sausages. So we'll get a few bits and pieces together, and then we'll forge ahead and make some sausage rolls. So I've got 3 Heck sausages because obviously I'm cutting down. I'm going to save some of that pastry to make a fish pie, and we'll make another video about that. So I've got my 3 sausages, and you need to split those out of the skin. Now I just find it easier to use scissors, but you can just slit this down with a knife. So just carry on like this. I was actually inspired by the Christmas #1 single by Lad Baby, because I do love sausage rolls, and it had me on a quest to find something that would fit into the keto lifestyle. So this is quite good, but you need to count your carbs, like I say. So if you make 8 sausage rolls, they should work out at 4 carbs each, which isn't too bad for a sneaky snack. So we've got our sausages in there. I'll just rinse my hands. And then to that you can add any flavourings that you'd like, garlic, herbs, whatever. I found this pork seasoning is really good. Sage and onion pork seasoning, classic example. If you weren't keto, you could use apricots, I've known to be put in with pork. So pork seasoning, just a tiny bit of salt, a few twists of pepper, and then just get in there and mix it all about. Oh, still got a bit of skin. Try a fork. So then we just set that aside, unwrap our pastry. I'm going to have to turn the board again. I've got my oven on gas mark 6 preheating, and that's about 200 degrees C. If any of you are confused about oven temperatures, then you can just download a conversion app that'll have all your weights and measures, temperature, mass, all your cooking conversions. Now I'm going to see if I can get away with a third. Hopefully I can. So cut that there. The rest of this pastry can go back in the fridge to be used on as a lid for a fish pie. So I'm just going to roll this out nice and evenly. So we've rolled out the pastry and we've got a reasonably neat edge here. And then the next bit is the fun bit where you get your hands into that sausage meat and you just reform a sausage just by rolling it in your hands. It's a good idea to put some of the fibre flour on your hands, so it just makes it a bit less sticky. I think we can do this in threes, thirds. Oh, the seasoning smells fantastic. So let's make sure it goes right up to the end. And you haven't got a huge gap where you've joined. I'll just rinse my hands off. I promise you that these sausage rolls are worth every little piece of effort you've put into producing them. Then I've beaten the egg yolk into a little bowl and just got a standard pastry brush, and this is to help the edges stick. So now just go down the edge like so, and then I just roll the rough edge over. Oh, okay, it's a bit small that end. Maybe I should have gone halves. Oh, it's fine. So then, yeah, that'll be okay. Probably end up with crispy bits, but it's fine. So this, I'll just go half, half again, half again, and then again. That gives me my 8. And then to let steam out, you'll need a couple of slashes on each one. Okay, then transfer these onto a parchment lined baking sheet. So we've transferred them to the parchment lined baking sheet, and there they are looking ready to go. Apart from then just egg wash, you just get a lovely glaze on them, just make them even more appetizing and gorgeous. Okay, and then they are going to go in the oven again, gas mark 5, which is 200, for, in my oven, 25 minutes. But sort of if it's between 20 and 30 minutes, you know your oven best. Just keep a close eye on them after 20 so they don't burn. So 25 minutes have gone past. The sausage rolls looking golden and brown and beautiful. So we're just going to get them out of the oven and have a lovely look. Oh, lovely. You can see that. And they smell fantastic. So I really urge you to give them a go. They freeze really well. You just defrost them and then reheat them in the oven if you want them warm, or sometimes if dog training is going on or the allotment's happening, they're just great little snacks for on the allotment or when you're out with the dogs or out in the Land Rover. Good hot, cold picnics. It's great keto sneaky snacks. So I hope you enjoy them. See you next time on the next recipe.